Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe, like, share so you don't miss any of my latest tutorials. And my last video we have create account and get all account holder data. And here we are going to create other API as well. Get account holder by account ID. Account ID. So here we are going to implement this method here as well. Get mapping and giving the URL as here account ID public registration one get account holder by account ID and here we'll pass account ID long account ID and this account ID return account service dot and we'll pass the account ID. Okay, and this method need to be created in account holder service and here object node the response object mapper not create. First we have to check this account ID is valid or not. Create the optional class account folder account holder account holder operated not find by ID and passing the account ID and check if account holder is present, then we have to return the data. Response dot put Rehability has account ID or here in account holder dot get. So here we are getting an account holder one dot get account ID and other entities response dot put account holder name account holder name and account holder dot get account holder name and get balance response dot put balance account holder one dot get balance and in the response new response output status is success and message we are giving the message I see data fetch successfully and in case of present in else case if it is not present then there we are going to response dot put status error and response what the message we are giving account does not exist. Does not exist. And finally, we are going to return the response. The return response. Yes, we have to just restart our servers once again and check. So here we are going to give a valid account ID, and we are also going to test invalid account ID. Now the Tomcat started on port 8080, and we have to test on Postman, and HTTP here will be HTTP colon slash localhost colon 8080 slash account, and here we are passing 1 as account ID, and click on the send button. Yes, the data we receive. We face the data. And we are also passing to data phase 3, and we are passing 4 account does not exist because the account ID 4 does not exist in our database. So that's why we are getting the data, and we can also cross verify. Yeah, so we have account ID 1, 2, and 3. So this way we can fetch our account holder by account ID. So this one is completed. Suppose if you want to delete any of data, then we are going to create delete account holder, and giving the delete mapping, and here we are passing student ID, public JSON node, delete account holder by account ID, and just passing the account ID, long account ID, and we have to allocate a set path variable and account ID. Return account holder dot delete account holder by account ID. I just passing the account ID, and we need to create this method on account holder service. Okay. Obvious for response equal to object method dot create. First, we have to validate this account ID is valid or not. If it is a valid, then we are going to delete. If it is not valid, then we are going to return in a response stating that it is not a valid account ID. Using the optional class, you can validate account holder, optional account holder related dot find by ID, and passing the account ID. And if optional account ID is present, it means it is valid. Then we are going to delete this. account holder equal to optional account holder dot get. And then we are going to delete account created dot delete passing this account holder. Finally, data is deleted and response dot put status is success and response dot put status success and other will be our message data deleted successfully. And in case of it is not valid, then we are going to return a error response. Response dot status is error and response dot put message invalid account ID. Invalid account ID or account ID does not exist. Account ID does not exist. And here we are going to return a response. Return response. Okay. We just restarting our application with banking application. And then we have to test the Postman and we'll check the response, what we are getting. It is now taking some time to start the server. Yeah, finally, yeah, Tomcat servers. Tomcat is started on port 8080 and we are going to test this API. Just copy this here. This is a delete mapping, then we are going to give a delete mapping and just hit the send button. Internal server error. Okay, there is some error is going on. What is the error? Environment variable account ID method now is not present. Okay. Part variable is we are giving the student ID. So for account ID should be there. By mistake, I given the student ID. That's why it is showing error account ID is not found. Yeah, Tomcat started on port 8080 and then we are going to yes, data deleted successfully. We have to cross check from our database. Now the account ID is 3 is present, just refresh data. Yeah, no, it is deleted. Account ID 3 is not present. And then we are going to give some invalid ID so that we can check. Just giving the ID 4, account ID 4, and taking the response. Yeah, the 4 ID, account ID does not exist, so that's why we are getting this response. So these two APIs working fine. One is the get account holder by account ID. and the other is delete account holder. All four API is working. And here we are going to creating one more API for deposit. So deposit is basically we have to deposit some amount in our bank account. Money deposit in our bank account. So here we need two data. One is the bank account ID and other is the uh, amount. How much amount I want to deposit. We are going to create one more API as a get mapping that is giving the URL as a account ID and a statement public JSON node deposit. And then we are passing two variables, long account ID and other is amount. We are going to pass amount. Double amount. And we have to enter this path variable and this is the request parent. Request parent. And we are going to create a method of return account on a service stops deposit. And here we are going to pass account ID and amount. Yes, so this one done. We have to create this service on the service class. So it is created. Object not response. Object create. So first of all, we have to check this particular account ID is valid or not. If it is valid, then we are going to deposit. If it is not valid, then here we are going to throw an exception. For example, we are going account holder, account holder, account folder dot find by ID and passing the account ID or else throw exception to account not found exception. And giving in the response account with ID account ID not found. And here we need to create one more package called exception and just quickly creating the exception package. In the exception package, we are going to create account not found exception. Just copy this and extending runtime exception. I'm just creating a method, generate public found exception, string message to message. And we need to just include this dependency, this class exception not found exception here. Yes, finally it is. First, we are checking this account ID is valid or not. Suppose if we are passing account ID 4 is, does not exist in our database, it will throw an exception stating that the account ID for not found. And this way, and then when transaction transaction, so to new transaction, again we are going to check value transaction dot set account ID, account ID, transaction dot set date, the local date dot log, and transaction dot set type. So this is a repository where it is by default deposit. And amount transaction dot set amount. What amount is going to set? And I don't think in my transaction class I did not add the amount. I need to add the amount as a double amount. And just create the setter data for this. Mm, Here we set the amount as well. And then finally, account holder dot set balance. Account holder dot set balance plus this amount. And then account holder repetitive dot save account holder and transaction repetitive dot save transaction. So here, suppose I want to deposit 5,000. Amount equal to 5,000, and we face first the balance. What is the balance? Suppose the balance is 10,000, then final amount will be 10,000 plus 5,000 equal to 15,000. So this is my new balance need to be set. So what I did here are so what I did here, I says the balance account holder not get balance. It will says the previous balance and plus amount. The amount we are going to deposit. It will set as a new balance. And finally we search. And here we are going to return the data. And response dot put status access and response that put message deposit completed completed and response dot put new balance. And here we are giving new balance account holder dot get balance. And finally we are going to return response. Yes. There is some problem public note from publication mode. Actually, you know what is the publication mode and here we are passing double amount launch on ID. Okay, we are going to restart our server. You know, there is some problem. It shows Postman will become the class types account folder controller method. Yes. Allowed by the here just we forgot to add slash deposit. Just forgot this one. That's why the issue came. And we previously because this account ID and this account ID it is a similar. So there is ambiguity key. Controller is ambiguity key which two method have same URL. And we are going to restart our server. Uh, to take me some time. Mm, Before it okay, there was some issue there. And this it was set deposit slash this payment. I've just started once again. Mhm. Yes, now the Tomcat server started on 8.0.0 port. Okay, we have to test this API. on Postman, and here we are going to give uh, get mapping as select, and the URL will be deposit slash one, and we will use amount equal to 1000. Just was again we are checking. Okay, here we have to check what is the URL is there. Account slash deposit slash account ID and request file amount. Just click on the send button. Make not no can. This one is the get method. Dot request part count slash deposit slash one and amount. Oh, there is a one method I should press done. Uh, we pass and here we have to pass question mark. So that's one. So yes, so finally it is increased to 11,000. I can check also in our database in the transaction table. Yeah, it is deposit 1,000 rupees. Suppose I want to deposit 500. Yeah, the amount is updated to 500 and new balance is in account holder 1. If we check, the new balance is 11,500. So this way, we deposit. In the next coming video, we are going to withdraw and we are going to face the bank account statement. So stay tuned for the next video and please subscribe my channel, share and likes. Thank you.